Next, we have the 2017 dry Riesling from Tango Oaks Vineyard. Tango Oaks, of course, being just downslope of us here at Red Newt, is one of our Riesling sites that we work with, and is, really tends to be just as important as the Knoll as far as our portfolio of Rieslings go, but tends to express itself as a little bit more filigreed, a little bit more, dancey wine than the Knoll tends to be.
Yes, it's definitely a more elegant expression of dry Riesling. The site of Tango Oaks is really gravel-driven as compared to the sandstone of La Homa. And you can see that in this wine, not that you can taste gravel, but that there's a roundness to this wine, a sort of peachiness. When it's a young wine, maybe like a Thai basil sort of savory note. And we see that vintage in and vintage out with Tango Oaks, which makes it a site that's a real standout, not just for us, but in the Finger Lakes.
2017 was a pretty, you would say, heavier crop load vintage for us here in the Finger Lakes. And so sometimes that can result in having a little bit less flavor concentration throughout different wines. However, at Tango, we do go through and do an early picking for a sparkling Riesling style, which helps pull back some of the fruit that's in the vineyard and gives what's left hanging a little bit more chance to ripen and develop those really intense kind of flavor characteristics that we've come to expect from Tango Oaks.
And boy, is this wine delicious. This one we've tried recently. It has the classic sort of spice notes that we expect from Tango Oaks that come from the fruit itself. It's just explosive in the glass, and yet the wine itself is still really tightly wound. It's a really tight package. The acid's really fresh. It tells us that it has more room to grow and age and kind of slowly and more elegantly evolve. It's a beautiful wine that I think is going to be fun to track for years to come.